everybody.
Hi.
I'm Laurie.
I'm Gary.
And we are
Laurie and Gary Cruise. I love doing that.
Welcome back to our channel.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to talk about our 4.5
Best
excursions ever.
We didn't even rehearse that.
We didn't rehearse that. Now, if you're confused about the half, you can definitely go back and watch our last video about our worst excursions ever, and you'll understand where we're going at with the other half. I will link it at the end of this video, so make sure you watch the whole way through.
Yeah.
So today we're going to start with the half, but before I get into it, I just want to remind you guys that I don't remember 100% the exact names of these excursions word for word.
Right.
I just remember where they were at and what they essentially were, and they were all cruise ship sponsored excursions.
Yeah, and they were so memorable. I mean, they just don't remember what they were called half the time, but they were so, they're still so vivid in my mind. They were so good.
So without further ado, let's get into
at
our
it.
all-time favorite excursions
Yeah.
ever, and we'll start with the half. So number one, half an excursion that was our all-time favorite was
The Monkeys.
the Monkeys in...
And I'm not talking about the boy band either.
So this was an excursion in the Dominican Republic
Yeah.
off of the Amber Cove stop. The Monkey excursion was not in Amber Cove. It was like a 45-minute drive into the...
I would say so, yeah.
mountains. Yeah. But basically, tell them about the excursion.
So we get there, and they're lining us up. We finally get there, and they're lining us up, and we can see the monkeys off in the distance. We're going, oh, are we going to get to like be in there in the cage with them? And we're there for about 15, 20 minutes, and finally they take us in there with all the monkeys. Now they're not crawling all over us like we want to at first, but then the guys started handing out food to us, and then the monkeys were all over us. They were on our heads, they were on our shoulder, they were jumping from head to head to head.
Yeah, it was so funny because the guide would walk around and put food like in your bowl, and all the monkeys, like 20 at a time, would come on top of you, and they were so cute.
Not only in the bowl, but on your hand, on your head, on your shoulder. Yeah, it was so fun.
And there was also mama monkeys with little babies that you could see. It
Yeah.
was so cute.
So cute.
And it was
Yeah.
just such a great half an excursion. Again, you'll have to watch our other videos to know why it's only half of our favorite.
And I've studied zoology all my life, so to be that close with monkeys was just fascinating for me personally. I just loved it.
So what's number
So-
two, baby?
Number 2, Dolphin in the Grand Cayman.
The Dolphin Excursion at Grand Cayman Island. So,
Swim with the dolphins.
if you watched our worst excursion ever, it was a dolphin excursion,
Yeah.
but not in Grand Cayman. It was in St. Martin.
St. Martin with 5-foot waves.
Yeah, and it was off of a beach. The dolphin excursion in Grand Cayman was a tiny little cove area.
Yes.
And it was an enclosure, more like a pond, and they brought the dolphins into this little area. And there was only about 10 people,
Yeah.
I would say.
And we each got our turn with the dolphins.
Yeah.
So how fun is it to be in waist-deep water when a dolphin comes up and kisses you on the cheek? Are you kidding me? Such fun.
And I actually have a weird spiritual story about that excursion.
Yeah.
Sometimes I suffer from arthritis in my sacrum called sacroiliitis.
Yeah.
And I remember that day specifically, I was limping and hobbling and I was in agony. And after the dolphin excursion, I felt 100%.
It went away.
It went away. And I felt...
That's the power of the dolphin. I'm telling you, it's the power of the dolphin.
And don't say, oh, Laurie, it was the water or this and that. No, we had been in the beach already. We'd been in the pool, on the cruise. No, it was the dolphins!
It was dolphins. It
was
really
the
was.
dolphins.
They have such a way to soothe the tempered mind. They really do. Your mind is nowhere else except focused on the dolphins. Such a sweet experience. Such a soothing experience.
What's number 3, baby?
Oh, yeah. Got my notes right here. Horseback riding in Bermuda.
So,
Yeah.
ironically, in a video not too long ago, we talked about how one of the rudest experiences we've ever had was on this horseback ride in Bermuda. but that doesn't mean it wasn't our all-time favorite excursion. So
My horse's name was Carrot.
and I had peas, and they were like
Peas and carrots.
they were brother sister or
Yeah.
friends or something, and I love my horse.
And mine was a Palomino, and thus the name Carrot, and it was orangish, and it was. Since I'm a rider anyway, I knew how to control that horse a little bit to the left, and he would go left, a little bit to the right, and he would go right, and he would gallop when I wanted to, walk when I wanted to. But just a beautiful excursion. Now, Laurie's horse was told, the guy told Laurie that this horse likes to eat, so he may stop in the middle of the trail and just grab a bite.
So listen, if you watched our rudest experiences ever, I had a woman behind me that kept yelling at me, and you would think I would have hated the excursion as a result.
Yeah.
But honestly, because one, I just loved our horses,
Yeah.
and two, the excursion started an hour before we went for the ride. While we were choosing the horses, we were
Right.
able to walk in the stables, we were able to pet the horses.
Yeah, and
There
learn a little bit about the horses.
There was only 8 people ish on this
Sweet.
excursion.
Sweet.
And we walked on the beach in Bermuda, and if you guys know, you know, Bermuda has some of the best beaches in the world. So it was just an incredible,
Yeah.
memorable excursion. It was also our honeymoon trip.
Oh, yeah,
So-
yeah. And the guy says, okay, who wants this horse? And he's pointing to Carrot, and I went, me, I'll take it. It was a short horse. It wasn't all that monstrous of a horse. Her horse was a little bigger. But my horse was so disciplined. It would just do whatever I wanted it to do. It was a great excursion.
And my horse had personality. What can you do? So listen, speaking of horses, number 4, we have another horseback ride.
Samana. Right?
This time was in Samana, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And, well, I had a horse. Gary had a...
I had a mule. They gave me a mule. The only mule, there was like 15 or 20 horses, and the only mule that was given out was given to me.
So let's go back before you even get your
But it
horse.
was a good mule. It was a nice mule.
Before you get your horse, they brought you to a little area. You got coffee, cigars, if that's your thing.
Nice people, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everyone was nice.
Yeah.
Then we got our horses, and then we each had a guide, and our guide led us up this gorgeous rainforesty mountain, and at the top there was a waterfall. It was just stunning views. And also at each of our guides, they had kids, and the kids would come running up, and they were just so cute, and it was like the whole family.
So at the end, we tipped them about $50 a piece, and you could tell that they sincerely and seriously appreciated it. And we felt good about it, and so did they. So
Yeah, that was a really
it was a good feeling all around, wasn't it?
experience. It really was.
Yeah.
Samana. And finally, our favorite excursion ever of all time was
What?
Haleakala
Oh,
at sunset.
Haleakala.
At sunset, you guys. Don't be telling me about sunrise, because ain't nobody want to wake up at 2 a.m., okay? Sunset was gorgeous. Here, I'm going to post a picture.
Yeah, check it out, Haleakala, and it's not it's a dormant volcano, but it's not an extinct volcano. I read where it explodes every 200 to 500 years, and it's been about 300 years since the last explosion. It's 10,025 feet. And it took us about, an hour to get up there? We stopped a couple of times?
Yeah, it was an hour-long bus ride, but
Up.
the driver was great, was a good tour guide, and it was a comfortable bus. And we stopped 2 times with various different sites. We could stretch our legs.
Grab a
And-
snack, a drink, whatever.
And then when we got up there, it was just stunning. At first, we were wowed, and we didn't even realize that the sun hadn't even. We were like, "This is just gorgeous. Oh, we're good." And then all of a sudden, the sun started to actually set, and it was.
And we were above the clouds. The clouds were below us, and that's why we were above the clouds. Duh. But it just got more gorgeous and more gorgeous and more gorgeous.
And we just loved it. And that's it. Those were our top 4.5 all-time ever favorite excursions.
If you've ever been there, please let us know what you thought. I'm sure you're going to love it if you had been there. And if you haven't been there, try to go. It's on the island of Maui, Haleakala.
We went on our Norwegian Pride cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's all we have for you today.
Yep.
If you gain value from this video, please hit the
Like and subscribe button with the
notification bell on. I said it first.
Yeah, you did. You beat me.
Anyway, we could really use your support. We're getting so close to those 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
So again, please hit the button. And that's all we have for you today. Until the next time, we want you to
Live your best cruise life. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.